Hello, my name is Alexander War, and this is week 9 of the Backend Software Development course at Promineo Tech. This week we're going over JDBC and actually getting our Java code to communicate with the database in more than just drawing on the database, but in filling out tables. So the code that we made did exactly that. It's designed to provide a menu, which at this point will simply add a project to the table of projects in our database. Now, this included not just the project's app, but also a project DAO and a project service. Now, just to show you the code, on the project service, very small service layer, it simply just connects between the DAO and the app. The DAO is the meat of it, but I'll go through the app first. So what we do is we simply give the person an option as to whether to exit or to add a project. Now, this has a few different try options because there's a few different things that could break it. Obviously, putting in the wrong selection, an M or a 5 when there aren't those will either simply be framed as the default. This is not a valid selection, try again, or it will error and just say try again. Or it will go through the project creation and say you have successfully created a project. However, as I said before, the meat of this is the project DAO. It extends a superclass that we were provided for this assignment called DAO base. It has a couple of different things that we call on. Now, normally, we've only had variables up here. This is the first time we've been prompted to use constants, and that simply just keeps everything correct for the tables so that nothing gets screwed up. Now, this SQL string is one of the most important parts of this DAO, and it provides the template for what we will push through to SQL to push into the table. It'll set up the project name, the estimated hours, the actual hours, the difficulty, the notes. The only column of the table that it does not fill is the project ID, and that should be auto-generated. And this DAO will actually return that to us. After updating the table, it'll return us back the project ID, which we will set, and then return the whole project. And that'll then go back and say that we successfully completed it. That is my code. Now let's run it. Obviously, 1 is the only selection. Project name, we'll name this video. Estimated hours, well, 0.5. Actual hours, like 0.15. Difficulty, fairly simple. Project notes for work. Successfully obtained connection. Now connected with JDBC MySQL, going through the URI, you have successfully created project.